a great guy, man.
Try to carry that all summer. Try this for you.
Oh.
Hey, I appreciate you a lot, man. Looks good.
Wait. Hi.
How are you?
Doing well, but don't go. Are we doing this now?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have you now?
Oh, yes.
That way you don't
You
have
want to
to
throw your
come
phone
back
down
out
here?
there.
She said, "My buddy."
You over there? There you go.
Wow, you're kicking me off.
Picture this. Steph Curry strolls into a photo shoot looking like basketball royalty. But wait, where's Buddy Hield? Yep, NBA fans just noticed he's been mysteriously cropped out like that one ex you pretend never existed. What happened? Did Steph banish him from the frame? Did Photoshop declare Buddy non-essential personnel? Or is this the NBA's new version of ghosting? Stick around, because what went down after Buddy got erased from history is wilder than anything you'd expect.
After the performance in the gold medal game, is Steph Curry the greatest point guard of all time?
He's the greatest shooter I've ever seen. He's a hell of a player.
Steph Curry being the best three-point shooter the league has ever seen isn't even an argument anymore. It's practically NBA law at this point. The man redefined the sport with one flick of the wrist. You've got players dribbling past half court and launching prayers because Curry made it fashionable. Before him, a three-pointer was a last resort. After him, it became an opening move.
Best shooter, best point. He's one of the greatest players that ever graced his game. And I don't think we probably will ever see this again. So we better appreciate this window of what we have with Steph.
I got Steph in my top 5. I actually got Steph number 3.
So if there's ever a photo shoot involving basketball royalty, it's not just reasonable but mandatory that the focus stays on Steph. And that's why Buddy Hield getting quietly airbrushed out of the moment wasn't scandalous. It was poetic justice, the universe making sure the throne stays uncluttered.
My first year coaching Steph, I remember on the sidelines seeing him dribbling through traffic, and then a fadeaway three, and in my mind I'm thinking every coach that I ever had in my life, their voice was in my head saying, that's a terrible shot.
Think about it. You can't just line up Curry, the guy who has broken records so many times that statisticians are out of breath, next to someone who, while good, is essentially playing in his shadow. That's like putting a local karaoke singer right next to Beyoncé during a Grammy performance.
So you see me on the sidelines, I'm holding my arms up. I'm thinking Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich, their voices are in my head. What I eventually figured out is that it's a great shot because it's Steph Curry. The numbers don't lie. That's a shot he makes over 40% of the time. So I finally realized Steph gets to shoot whenever he wants.
Sure, they both sing, but one shatters the atmosphere and the other makes you want to quietly check the exits. Steph is basketball's equivalent of a cultural reset button. His threes aren't shots, they're events. Buddy's, they're attempts. And this isn't even disrespect to Buddy. It's just the sheer gravitational pull Curry has on the game. If you put Buddy in a frame with Steph, you're not looking at Buddy. The man could be juggling flaming basketballs and riding a unicycle while shooting, but next to Curry, it's background noise. This is the aura effect. Curry is the solar eclipse of basketball, and everyone else becomes scenery. To preserve balance in the universe, sometimes you just gotta crop.
What player is the hardest to game plan for?
It's always been Steph.
Draymond, you said it.
Steph is the hardest guy to game plan for because of like everything he creates. He creates everything off his movement. And people always want to try to duplicate, what Golden State does.
The thing is, Buddy fans were quick to scream injustice, as if he had been robbed of his big shining moment. But let's be honest. What moment? Standing near Curry isn't a highlight. It's barely a cameo. It's like being in the background of a Marvel movie. You're not Iron Man, you're the random bystander holding a sandwich. Nobody buys the ticket to see you, Buddy. Literally, Buddy. Now, the comedy here is that people are acting like Curry personally banished him with a wave of the hand, as if Steph had a team of Photoshop henchmen removing Buddy pixel by pixel.
But you can't duplicate that because your best player, who was a Hall of Famer, who was top 5 player in the league, that's how he wants to play. Kawhi's not gonna run around like that. James Harden ain't gonna run like that. You can't duplicate that. Steph is the player that loves to play that way.
No, this is deeper. This is a cosmic hierarchy. When you're the man who casually sinks shots from the logo like he's throwing pebbles into a pond, you're not sharing spotlight space. You've changed the sport so profoundly that the spotlight doesn't widen. It narrows. And when it narrows, guess who doesn't make the cut? It also comes down to respect. Respect isn't just numbers on a stat sheet. It's the intimidation you command without saying a word. Defenders know it, coaches know it, fans know it. Steph Curry steps on the court, and the defense bends like it's trying to avoid breaking in half. Buddy can shoot, sure, but he doesn't warp reality around him the way Curry does. Steph has defenders picking him up at half court, panicking like someone just pulled the fire alarm. Meanwhile, Buddy can pull up, and the defense just shrugs like, cool, good luck with that. Respect isn't equal because impact isn't equal.
I wasn't a basketball guy. Only person I knew was Kevin Durant.
Wow.
Yeah, that was it. Everybody else, I didn't watch. When he played, I watched. You gotta think about it. So Steph was number 4, I was number 5, Bron was 6, and he was 7. When Steph's name get called, they go crazy. Steph Curry. My name get called, they like,
And let's not gloss over the numbers. Curry didn't just break the three-point record, he obliterated it. He didn't tiptoe past legends, he sprinted by them with a smirk, tossing up shots that coaches would have benched him for 20 years ago. If Buddy's career is impressive, Curry's is mythological. So if Steph gets a photo shoot and Buddy doesn't, that's not slander. It's proportional representation. We're not handing out participation trophies here, we're talking about immortalizing basketball greatness. What's even funnier is imagining the production team trying to frame the two together.
Steph, you mentioned your guys' play-in history. What can you learn from that? And what can you learn from Jimmy's play-in history, which is quite different?
We joked about that, I think, last week, that he went into the play-in packing for 2 months.
You'd have Curry glowing like the chosen one while Buddy's there looking like the guy who forgot his lines in a school play. The visual imbalance would have broken cameras. They probably had no choice but to remove him. Otherwise, the photo shoot would have turned into an optical illusion where one person looks like destiny and the other looks like an accidental photobomb. And here's the wild part. This whole thing has sparked debates as though Buddy Hield was supposed to inherit the three-point crown. That's like arguing the understudy deserves top billing because the lead already got too much attention.
Way up to it.
He wants to take a picture. I would blast him. He wants to take a picture with you. No, he wants to take a picture. Hey, I was waiting till you was done. He wants to take a picture with you. This guy right here wants to take a picture.
Curry isn't just ahead in the race. He built the track, lit the stadium, and then sold tickets to the show. Everyone else is running laps in his playground. Buddy being good doesn't threaten that. Buddy being present in Curry's photo shoot only reminds us how far the gap really is. In a weird way, kicking Buddy out is the most respectful thing they could have done. If they had left him in the picture, he'd forever be that guy standing next to Steph. Cropping him saves him from eternal sidekick status. It's like when you leave your friend out of your wedding photo because they blinked. Better to not be there at all than immortalized looking goofy. Buddy's absence actually spares him the humiliation of eternal comparison. And let's face it, Steph deserves moments that are uncontested. The man has carried the art of shooting on his back for over a decade. He has transformed defenses, coaching philosophies, even the way kids play at the park. Once upon a time, kids pretended to dunk like Jordan.
I know JJ Redick game like clockwork. All right, if he's going off the right, cut it, make him go back this way. As a right-handed player, he was only one of the few right-handed players that liked shooting going right. Like he shot like he was left-handed, right? So you had to treat him like a left-handed player.
Yeah, so right. Now, they're pretending to shoot like Curry, chucking up bricks from half court while yelling his name. That's influence you can't fabricate. That's a cultural revolution. You don't dilute that with extras in the shot. Buddy may have the stats to be considered one of the league's best shooters today, but being one of isn't the same as being the. Curry is he's the measuring stick, the final boss, the reason defenses stretch like rubber bands. Buddy's numbers are respectable, but Curry's numbers are legendary. Respecting Curry means acknowledging that sometimes the gap is so wide, the comparison is laughable. And the funniest part, even Buddy probably knows it.
I'm saying it out loud more and more to make it feel real, but it's special, a cool opportunity to climb the ladder again.
17 media days. What makes this one different? They're all pretty much the same to a certain extent.
The truth is, this whole debate about fairness misses the bigger picture. Curry has earned the right to monopolize it. Every record, every trophy, every panic-stricken defense he's forced to guard 30 feet from the hoop is proof. When the history books get written, Buddy will be a footnote in the chapter Curry authored. So when the cameras start clicking, it makes perfect sense who gets cropped and who gets center stage. This isn't cruelty, it's clarity. Because when you're Steph Curry, you're not sharing the spotlight, you are the spotlight. And when you're Buddy Hield, sometimes the kindest thing the NBA can do is gently move you out of the frame and let history shine exactly where it belongs.